Don't stop, Daddy, don't stop. Say my name, what's my name? Sex, talk to me, baby. Sex, talk to me, baby. Sex, talk. You got me shook up in my mind.
Hello. Welcome back to Nefhertiti's Corner. Hello, welcome back to Nefhertiti's Corner. Tonight we will have a special guest with us. We have Jazz here with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Jazz. I go by Jazz Marvelous. Thank you for having me.
Tell them where to find you at, how they could get in touch with you.
If you were to want to get in touch with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter at Jazz Marvelous, TikTok at Jazz Marvelous.
So Twitter, TikTok, IG. You on Facebook? No?
I am on Facebook.
That's more personal. You don't want to list it.
Right. It's a little personal.
It's fine. No Facebook.
Okay, there's that. And then technically I have Snapchat, but like I don't
That's a little bit more personal as well. A little bit more personal. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. So what's a couple of your red flag, green flags when you're in a relationship or a situation?
Okay, first off, being in a situationship in itself is both playing games, okay? But red flags, everything's a red flag these days, like
Not everything.
Literally so many things. It's like how do you even like okay, he goes all day without texting you every night to catch up. Like to me, okay, you take time out to FaceTime me. What are you doing all day? You can't text me, like, or like you just don't think to text, and like that too. To where like there's guys that are like, damn, I haven't heard from you in 2 days. I'm like, damn, I've been running around. Maybe texting you is not like the first thing. Like I don't have time to like engage in conversation. Like I could text you like, hey, how's it going? Take the time to like engage you and really talk to you right now,
Right.
So like, but I'm like,
see how it's going.
Right? Does that make me toxic if I do want to like tap in hella later and just like really tap in when I have time? That part, or I don't know. It just depends. It's like, are you on that with you? Like, I have people I talk
so
to.
Those were the red flags. So how about your green flags? Like what's a go for you then?
A go is like keeping like your energy. So if you're gonna talk to me on some like, excited to know how my day is shit and like really giving a fuck, that I don't just like, okay, that's one day and then like 2 days later you're a ghost. Like giving me the attention I need and being attentive. I don't want to tell you something and you're like you're not listening,
Like being excited about it almost, or just like being supportive?
Supportive, all of it. Like I need that.
Okay.
That's a green flag. If it's a go.
That's good. I was just telling somebody, I was like, a red flag for me is like, it's a lot of them, but the main one is kind of like that person that kind of pushes their trauma off on you and make it your problem. So it's like, I'm here to support you as much as I can, but when they like make their problems your problems, and it's kind of like they expect for you to fix it, and they just kind of take a step back. Like, I know this is my problem that I'm pushing off on you, but are you gonna help me fix it or not? Meanwhile, they're not doing anything to fix the problem.
Themselves, like you're
So it's
supposed to
kind
be
of
their
like
super.
that's a red flag for me.
Like I'm not your savior. Talk to God. Find God. Sadly,
It happens.
that
Another
part. No, I
green
feel
flag for me is kind of the supportive one that we just spoke about. Is like somebody really being there for you in your time of need, or just being there in general whenever you have something, and they could come show their support, be there just as a partner. I feel like that's a good way to show up for your person. So for me, that's a good green flag as well. So
red flags
tonight,
is
oh, go ahead.
lying. Can I get a little
You
personal?
said lying.
Yeah, liars. Can I tell you something personal that actually? So
That
let me
makes
tell
sense. That
you.
makes sense.
Let me get into it, okay? District 30 back here, right? Why are you gonna be in my DMs? That's why first off, but you're in my DMs on some. What do you want for dinner tonight? And I was like, oh, me dinner. It was very
Mm-hmm.
enticing. We decided pasta, whatever else. And I go all day, the rest of my afternoon and evening without eating because I was like, you know what? I work tonight just for bruh to pull up and be there with, and then act like everything's cool on some. When are we gonna go out? When are we all this? I was like, okay, so rewind. Why would you even tell me you were gonna give me pasta in the first place? Do it like a lie. That's a red flag. Like you're never getting out the DMs ever.
That yeah, that's kind of a no go in that situation.
Like yeah.
That is a no go. Well, we also have Asha here as well. Asha, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, tell people how to find you if they're looking for your IG or any way to get in contact with you on social media.
Hi, I'm Asha. Hopefully, you can find me on A at Asha Love with 2 A's and 2. That's it.
Okay. And we were just talking about red flags, green flags. So, what's a red flag for you in a situation or a relationship?
I would have to be consistency. If you're inconsistent, I think
Mm-hmm.
of a red flag for sure. That's my biggest one.
Inconsistency. So, what about a green flag that you look for?
Like Jasmine was saying, honesty. Saying actually, honesty.
Okay. Okay. Well, tonight we're going to be talking about kinks. So, people that have, it don't necessarily have to be a weird kink, but I do have a story that one of my friends wanted me to share. So, we'll do that a little bit later on. But if you guys have any stories about any type of kink that you've experienced, rather a weird request or something like that that you care to share, either one of you. It's like whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I could go. A long time I did get a review for use a
You said you
strap
got a
on
request.
to use a
So
strap
he
on.
like wanted to be pegged.
That's the one. He wanted to be pegged.
Hmm.
Mm.
But did you do it?
No,
No.
but honestly,
Hmm.
during the time he asked me, I thought about it and I was like, how empowering would I feel if I did? But it didn't happen. So
Interesting. I don't know how I would feel if somebody asked me that. Like, I don't know how I would take it.
I'd be like, are you
I think
serious?
it'll be a hard no for me.
Not
Hard pass.
hard, no.
Hard no. I wouldn't even think about it. It would. It
I
wouldn't
would
even be a thought.
I would damn near have to do it just so I could say that I did it. And the whole time I'm just like, yeah, not
I think it depends on if you're somebody I care about, I'm gonna look at you different. But if you like a random, you
yeah.
requested like we only didn't kicked it a couple times, whatever the case is, then it's like okay, whatever. But if you somebody like we got years in, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't
It's a no.
you're a stranger, like rando, like how you say a rando, like yeah,
Right.
you're asking for it. So
I
I
don't
would
know. This person
just
that asked you that, was he like he have time in or no? Y'all just start talking.
We had time.
No.
I mean,
No.
it never happened though. So
It's a
more.
no for me. It's a no
I
for
feel
me.
like I told them.
You probably did, but it's a no. It's a no for
Like
me.
I'm not eating ass.
No, sorry, I'm not doing that either.
You eating ass?
no.
Asha, you out here eating ass and you ain't tell nobody? Been sipping off your cups and shit?
I'm not eating ass, y'all.
We just making sure. We just making sure.
Yes, one time it was like okay, when I was young, Jasmine, and boyfriend, I was cheating on my boyfriend, but my boyfriend was not ever. So the guy who I was cheating on him with, he basically was like, "Eat my." I tried to, but I couldn't do it, and I'm like, I
You
can't. I
tried, so you like licked
can't.
it a couple times.
No, I just got enough to where like things could happen, and I was like, couldn't. Hell no, and it didn't happen, and yeah.
So speaking on the eating ass topic, my friend, this was part of her story. She wanted me to share and talk about. She actually did try it, and she did not like it. Um, at the time, it was somebody she was dating that requested it, and then she was also saying that he liked his nipples to be sucked as well. And she didn't like that either.
Why
And it
not?
was kind of like no, his thing was more so like in her the way she explained it to me was like she would have to suck his nipples for him to finish. So like he would pull out, she would suck his nipples, and that's how he would finish.
I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing.
It's interesting.
That I was like, that's kind of weird. I've never had nobody do that. Or even I was like, that's a bit different. And then she was like, this same guy, she was like, he basically requested, for me to lick his ass as well. And it was just like, no, it was in her mind, it's like I feel like something ain't right. So I was like, I've never had a guy even request for me to suck his nipples, let alone like that's how he has to finish. So that's a red
Okay, I
flag
have a
for me.
question.
that's not a
Did say sucking nipples? Are you guys male nipples?
Do I suck male nipples? No, I have not.
I've done it against their will. Like, you want to lick mine? It wasn't a suck. It was a lick. Okay, but at the same time, like, let me.
No,
Same.
I'm not.
Same.
It's no, no. I haven't done it. I feel like I will
Well,
bite you. Like I'll bite them, but I'm not gonna lick them. No,
Like,
I'm not.
this
I'm not gonna lick them.
look at
It's
that
a hard
beautiful one.
pass for me. It's a
I
hard
don't think
pass for
that's
Just look at
me.
weird,
nipples.
but it's just. I feel like okay. In order to finish, that's a different different thing. But like, I don't know how guys are exactly like, because like females are nipples and it's like pleasurable, whatever. But as a man, like you're probably not used to that, so a frequent thing that probably happens for them, you know. But like, how else are they gonna get used to it if they gotta, you know?
I don't know. Their whole thing was like it was something he requested. She tried. It was a no, especially for like the ass eating. But it was like the nipples every once in a while. I guess is something she would do for him. But I still thought that was kind of odd, in my opinion. But everybody likes their own, their own little kink or whatever. So
Guys to actually have nipples, because all these no nipple having ass men, why don't you have nipples? That's the mystery.
oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I actually need them to have like a man area. No, if it's just a little nipple and it's nothing, like I don't like that. Like, put your shirt back on.
Right. I don't know. That's crazy. Do you have any like kink situation, Jasmine?
Any what?
Any like kink situation where somebody's had a request for you?
Been involved in one. There's like to smell me.
What do you mean by smell you?
Like just like my aroma, like he'll like be around, like I don't want to say like he just like neck and just in me, he'll just like smell me. I'm like, and like it's not bad, but he'll just like hella like breathe me in basically, and like technically, you know how like hormones and pheromones and all that is like. I'm like, okay. It's not like it's him on, so I'm like, okay, I'll let you do this, I guess. And like that's
was it like
his kink, you know?
Was it like because you know how some people be like they like to get like your natural scent, so it's like not after you just showered or anything like that. It was one of those situations. I would feel dirty. I would feel so dirty.
Right. No, over like with the shower, and then like there's one time he was like, and you don't have to shower before you come over, and but
that
I
just
still
seems so weird.
Loved it, and gosh, okay.
It was like something that he requested often. Was it something that he requested often, or was it just like a once in a while type of thing?
Once in a while thing.
Okay. I don't know. Is there like a specific kink that you would say you have that you want your partners to do for you, or no?
Thank you. For me,
you said one more time.
To do for me, guess you could say like nipple. Like I like nipple play, and but like I have to request it. But then like I don't know. Like, like that's a kink. I like that.
Okay.
But outside of that,
outside of that, that's pretty much it. Like outside of that, that's it.
Like if it happens, I'm not gonna be like, get the fuck off me. But like, don't like right. Like I'm not like hella gentle, but I'm not hella rough either. So like, don't be too fuck. You know, like, yeah, this is not violent bedroom time, but like, you know.
I don't know. With certain stuff, it depends. And I think it depends. I don't want to feel like I'm about to die in this situation, but certain, like, I don't mind choking. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that for the most part. One more time.
Would you ever try like BDSM stuff?
Oh yeah, I technically kind of sort of have, but I wouldn't say all the way. Like, we've done the ties and like whips and stuff like that. So I've tried stuff like that, but some people would consider like a whole different level. So I've tried some of it. I don't consider myself to be like all the way into it though.
No, like
So we tried some of it.
I haven't tried it. But it'd be like parties and it would be like a BDSM setup and like she's all tied up and can't walk out of her, and I'm like that looks kind of painful. I don't know about that.
I think it's how they tie it. So if they have it to where it's more of like you're in a position to where you can't necessarily get all the way free, but it's not tight enough to where it's like cutting off circulation. So I think that's kind of the
The
vibe or the
vibes.
effort you're trying to go for. Yeah. To where it's like just enough.
I see. Yeah, I'm whipping though. Let me whip somebody.
Oh, so you haven't tried that before?
No, I would.
You would try it. Okay. Have you had someone whip you before or no?
No, I don't know if I can do that. Maybe tie me
No?
up like being and fun and spicy. I don't know if I want you to whip me and shit. Like
I don't know. I'm not a whip person, but it's like I'm more of like use your hand. So it's like I want the handprints. Like I want if you're gonna do it, I want to feel it. I want to be singing.
I guess, yeah. I'm not opposed to that either. Like a little face, but like slap my ass or something like that. Like that's nice. But outside getting violent, I don't like that. I want to back, and I'm like, no. So the next time choking happens,
are you more of someone that likes to be choked, or have you like choked somebody before?
What?
Have you choked somebody before, or you just like to be choked?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't choked anyone before. I do be choked, but choke somebody back. So the next time it happens, be ready. That's all
I've definitely done the choking before. It's not terrible. Some guys aren't into it. It's kind of like spur of the moment.
Like you gotta put some grip behind it or what?
No. It's like the person I tried it with, it wasn't me really choking them because he wasn't going for that. It was more like my hand was there and it was just like a little grasp. I wasn't like choking him like how he be choking me, like trying to prove a point.
Little combo going on.
I was like, no, it wasn't a tap out situation. I don't know. It wasn't too bad. My other friend, a kink that she wanted me to talk about was how basically her husband, he liked diapers. he he liked to be rather him being in a diaper or her being in a diaper, but he had like a diaper thing. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, I've never had anybody that was it was a lot going on in that situation. It was a lot going on.
And then
like
all of a sudden they want that. Like it's not sexy. Like
it wasn't. And I was just like, he likes to be in them, or it was kind of like that was his thing. So rather he was in them or seeing somebody in them or whatever the case was.
It's giving nursing home.
No. When I think of diapers, I think of babies more so than old people.
Right.
So
I would just be like, give us Dulcinea diapers all the time.
That's pretty much what it was. That's a lot of what it was. It was kind of like a I don't know if they did it as like a foreplay thing, but it was kind of interesting. Like, how does diapers turn you on? It was, I don't know. That was his thing.
That's like a I don't know, an object. Like, would it be? Is it hurt in the diaper, or is it like the diaper
Yes,
itself?
it was mixed. So she would be in them sometimes. He would be in them sometimes. It was kind of like something that they did as like a foreplay thing, which I thought
Yeah.
was very odd.
I don't know. This is my boy. I
So
if
you wouldn't put the diaper on.
hell no. Hard. I
Hard
wouldn't want
pass.
your diaper.
That makes sense though. If you're kind of like, I'll put this on instead of that, that completely makes sense.
Right,
I
like
don't think I would do the diaper either.
mm-mm.
It's a no go. It's a no go.
Cannot.
I don't.
I like maybe it would turn him on, but that would literally be turning me off.
It'll be
So
like a turn off on you. Yeah.
that would be
So what
a
else
turn
has
off.
someone requested that it was like, this is something I'm not doing. I'm not even gonna think about it.
A hard no
Hmm.
for me. Pretty open to like try new things and like get with it as long as the vibe is. If we're vibing, what's going on, But like
Right.
so far, nothing else has. I'm yeah. So nothing's been crazy. There's been propositions in places that I'm
Hmm.
like, oh no, like I mean, do things in like a public bathroom. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing. What do I look like? So like put some respect and like dignity on yourself and me. Busted open in a bathroom
Hmm.
somewhere, but that kind of thing,
That makes sense though. I don't know. So
right?
far, I haven't had too many things I had to say no to.
Right.
Um, Most stuff I'm pretty like, I'll try it once. I'll try it
Right.
once, but that's about it. Um, but it's not. I don't know. I haven't really had any requests where somebody's like on some crazy stuff. Only thing I've had people really ask for was like a threesome here and there, and it's only a couple people that's like mentioned it or threw it out there. Um, but yeah, it was a no both times. It was a no go.
Try to proposition me, and I always feel like that's weird.
Hmm.
I feel like if it happens, like I've never had threesome either. So I honestly don't really know how it happens, but like I don't want to be with somebody that's weird.
The people that I know that've been in one has kind of like, yeah, they just kind of ask and see if you down, if you want to try it. So
Damn. Right. I'm like, that's a lot of. I feel like it's a lot of work. I've heard from like guy friends, gotta make sure it's a lot of multitasking, it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, me. So at the end of the day, like,
hmm
I'm get like, I don't know, like, not. I don't want to say tired easy, but that's just like a relaxing thing for me. Like, it's like stress relief, and like I don't
hmm
want to be hella like people. Like, that's too much work.
right. That makes sense though. I don't know. I feel like if I was to have one, I don't like I always say it like I don't care about you if I have one. It's not that I don't care about you, but
It's not
if I'm on that level with you, it's a no. It's a no.
right. Like, if that's your person, why am I sharing you
Right, because
at
it's like,
all?
why am I sharing you?
Right.
That's how I feel about the
That part.
situation.
Everything makes it sound like men are gonna cheat regardless. Like, I see hella married couples, men cheating. Like,
Hmm.
like you all have hella kids and you cheating. Like no one is safe. So I'm like, okay. So
Hmm.
I find a man to be with in the world, just like know in the back of your head he's gonna cheat on you eventually. What is that?
I feel like if it was a situation to where if you guys did decide to do that, like as a couple, what happens if that other person gets pregnant, like, and they want to keep it? What happens now?
Right now, it's like you just continue to do threesomes. Like, right?
No, at this point, they're like permanently in your life.
Thank you. Y'all already. That's the part. It's too many people. It's hard. It's emotions and feelings. Because even if you're like, okay, this is whatever. What if the girl's getting it? Hell no.
Right. And it's kind of hard to say that that won't happen because it's like everybody's human. And, if you're attracted to that person and you're around them and you're bonding with them, it's kind of hard to say that that won't happen. And it's like if it do happen, it gets tricky because it's like I've been around you guys all this time and whatever the case is. But of course, I'm assuming they go in with a plan or certain agreements. But I don't know. I just feel like it's a mess to clean up eventually.
It's just too messy. No, thank you. Hell no.
It's a no go. It's a no go. Not even on like some random out of town. It's just happening. It's all no.
Maybe like if I'm never gonna see you again, maybe.
Versus like I have to see you every day
I don't
and I
want
know
you to
you.
fall. Yeah. Jealous ex-girlfriends or girlfriends or baby mamas or anything. Like, I don't know. Thank you.
And I feel like if they know you, they could kind of get that sense of entitlement or just that feeling that the obligation or all of it, I just feel like it'll be too much to deal with. Like way too much.
Don't even start it. Oh, hell no. I can't. I refuse. Never sounds
So
like
you
a
wouldn't do
headache.
like a poly situation?
Oh, I could never. If it was like, I've had friends, guy friends, who look lives or like just like, would you be open to it? Trying to describe it to me. I'm like, no, because if I was ever gonna be in one of those situations, I would have to be the number one wife, regardless. Like, and it would have to be clear to everybody else who wants to join this equation. Like, it's me. And then, but how they describe that shit, it's like, okay, yeah, like all my wives would still live with me. All my wives would still have kids with me. So if I'm all living with you, what makes me different from them? Like there'd have to be a clear difference. And if you can't, not with it.
I think in certain situations it's different though, because some of them may have it to where it's like, okay, you're number one, but you could still go out and do you as well. And when it's us, it's us. And then it's some of them that's like, it's just me. I'm the only man in this equation, and I have all these women, so deal with it. So some of the dynamic is different. It just depends on your whole like setup.
I would want them to be the only man. You know what I mean? Like, if I give you kids and things like that, like, you're the only guy I'm doing this for.
Right.
If I'm gonna allow you to have like girlfriends or whatever the heck, I gotta be like completely like, if it's a situation where we live together, I need it to be like, and like all the rest of them live in guest house somewhere. Like, it can't be in the same roof. It can't be hella kids. Like, I don't. But it just has to be like, I'm on a pedestal and like,
So basically, it sounds like you don't want to do it.
Unless you,
Well, I'm pedestal. I'm number one.
I have to be number one. I'm not ever. Sorry. That's why I'm like I can't do dads, but like dads is always a situation to where like you're number two. Like, I don't want
My kids
that.
come first.
And it's not even your mom's. It's always, you're always number two to that child. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. I just don't want that.
Well, that's their main focus because it's like I feel like if you had a kid, you would make your kid your main focus too, and then be like everything else is after.
And I understand that completely, but me as a single, I don't want to have
It's like
to.
I don't want that.
I want that. Yeah, no, for real. That's really right. So we'll see.
That
We'll see
makes
what happens.
sense. That makes sense.
It makes
Okay.
me kind of like, I don't know. I'm not trying to like close my options, but at
Hmm.
the end of the day, I'm like I don't have that much time and commitment that I want to give to somebody. You know, like if I'm
Right.
gonna give you everything back, but if you're too busy because you have a kid or whatever, like if I'm just looking for something, whatever, like okay, but
Like casual, yeah.
very casual because I know that's what I'm gonna get back in.
Hmm.
Sadly, but
Okay.
yeah, we're getting a
Well,
little,
we're gonna
getting
go
a
ahead.
little deep.
You
We're
said you're
getting a
getting
little
deep.
deep.
No, no, no. It's fine. We're gonna end it there at the deepness. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Let them know where to find you at one more time in case they want to reach out to you, follow you,
Yeah,
see how marvelous your life is.
right. If you want to keep in contact, if you want to, this okay, you can find me on Instagram or Twitter at Jazz Marvelous. You'll see it in this little corner right here. That's Jazz Marvelous.
Okay. And Asha was with us as well. Her Instagram was Asha Love with 3 E's. Um, and this was Nefhertiti's Corner. Nef was not with us tonight, but she will be back with us next week. You guys have a good night.
Good night.